Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello. Welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. I am Kimmi. For those of you who do not know, I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators. And it's myself, Alexis, and Angela. And I want to welcome you to Notary Life with Kimmi. How is it going? Hey, Tanya. I think you were the first one here. Welcome. There are a few more out there. Let me see. Can I pull up Facebook right quick? Alexis may join us tonight. Angela won't be able to. So let's see, can I pull up Notary Educators Facebook group? While I do that, hello. Hey, Larice, how are you? Welcome. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to pull up the Facebook group so we can show them some love. It won't let you go pull up Facebook until you actually go live. So I am trying. Right now it's not working, but I hope they can see me over there. Hey, Barbara. What's going on, Bryce? So you guys know I was sick a couple weeks ago. That's why I was kind of MIA. So I do have a tickle in my throat. I have a hawse in my mouth. Hey, Lindia, how are you? And I'm still trying to get Facebook. Let me try one more time. Y'all. One more time so they don't kill me. I don't know why Facebook is not coming up. That's why sometimes I don't like to go live over there unless I have Alexis and Angela with me. I'm going to leave it the way it is for now, and we'll see. Oh, actually, they're telling me right now we're having a trouble streaming to Facebook. This may cause an issue, so we'll keep trying. Okay, so that's the StreamYard issue. I'm glad, because I was like, oh, Kimmi. So that's not me, Facebook, if you are able to watch. If not, I'm going to upload this anyway. So, hey, guys, welcome. Hi, Barbara. Renee is from California. Welcome. So tonight's topic, guys, we're going to get right into it. For those who join us later, they will catch it later. But you guys are here on time, and we're going to get started. One sec. So tonight's topic is, and don't be mad at me, because tonight's going to be some tough love, okay? Why notaries are not winning. Why notaries are not winning. And this is not directed to anyone particular. What I'm going to talk about tonight is calls that I receive, things that I've seen in our Facebook group, things that I've seen in other people's Facebook group. So it's not anything new. It's not directed at any one person. So we're going to get right into it. Why notaries are not winning and what could be costing you money in your business. Okay? So let's get right into it. The first one is you don't have an embosser. How many of you in the audience right now have an embosser? Put a 1 if you do. Put a 2 if you don't. Put a 0 if you don't. 1 if you have an embosser and 0 if you do not. I'm just curious. Hey, Monique. How's it going from New York? Hi, Barbara. They are on social media too much. Okay, who all has an embosser? 1. Barbara's funny. Some social media is good, some is not. I'm seeing a lot of zeros, guys. A lot of zeros. You need to have an embosser. You need an embosser. I'm going to say it one more time. You need an embosser. Unless your state says you cannot use one, but 90% of the states, 95 of them actually can use one. So I'm going to tell you how to use it, and I'm going to tell you why you need it. So a lot of times our older clients will request you have an embosser. They'll say, do you have that little crimpy thing? I have a full video on this too, so you can go back and watch it on YouTube. But I find that a lot of people get in the Facebook group and they say, I don't have an embosser and it costs me money. Because when the client calls you and they say, hey, do you have that crimpy thing? And you say no, they're moving on to the next. Hold on one second. I'm moving Facebook. That way people can't even try to log on it. Yeah. So when people call you and you don't have one, they are going to call another notary. They're going to say, thank you, but no thanks. So you just cost yourself whatever you charge for a power of attorney or will. People like to see those on their will documents. So you need an embosser. You are costing yourself money if you do not have one. Check out my notary supply list over at Notary Educators. And I do have a supply list there. I have the pink embosser, but there are plenty over there. So you need to get an embosser, not just the embosser, but also get the gold seals. People want to see the gold seals, okay? So I'm going to tell you how to use it right quick. For those of you who have never heard of an embosser, as I stated before, it's the thing that makes the little crimp, but you want to buy the gold seals, and then you want to crimp that on your paper. So it's going to look super pretty, okay? It's not a requirement. There's nothing in your handbook. No other notary is going to tell you that you need one. But I'm here to tell you, as an experienced notary trainer working in these streets, you need an embosser. And if you don't, you're costing yourself money. Okay, so when you do emboss a document, you want to also make sure that you use your regular ink notary stamp. So you'll have 2 stamps on your paper. The embosser, I'm so sorry. The embosser is just to make it look pretty. But the ink stamp is normally what's recognized in all states. And some states don't mind if you use strictly the embosser, but I'm always going to encourage you to use both of them, okay? So I had somebody one time, they called and asked me about that. And then they said, I'm going to call it NNA too. Okay, you can call it NNA. The NNA said the same thing I did. So, I didn't need them to tell me that because I'm an experienced notary, right? And those are just notaries on the phone at the NNA too. But it's nothing wrong with double checking. But my point is, get you an embosser if you don't have one. So I saw a lot of zeros. When I come back in a week or, sometime this week, I might say, hey, did you get an embosser? I want you to let me know that you have one. Here's Alexis. Let me let her in. Alexis, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. You want to introduce yourself right quick?
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis from Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. How are you all doing this evening?
So we are talking about why notaries are not winning. And the first one is because they don't have an embosser. So I did ask the question, and 90% of the audience does not have an embosser who's on right now. Bryce said, hey, Alexis.
Hey, Bryce.
Okay. Hey, in search of Terry C. She got hers today. Very good. Very good. So you want to get that embosser. Let's go on to the next one, guys. And I know you hear this one all the time, but I got to say it. You lack the proper training. You lack the proper notarization training. You don't know how to stamp a paper. Why do I have to say that again? Because, excuse me, a lot of new notaries, they get their commission. And the first thing they want to know is, what signing company do I sign up with? You just got your commission. You don't need to be signing up with nobody. What signing company do I sign up with? That's the number one question as soon as someone gets their commission. Who do I sign up with? What's the top 3 companies? Let's be real. I just said, don't be mad. Don't be mad at me tonight because we having straight talk. I got that tickle, Alexis, so I got a Haws in my mouth. Trying to get through it. But don't be mad at me, guys. You get your commission, and then you want to know who the top 3 signing companies are. Do you think the top 3 signing companies want to work with you, and you just got your commission, and you really don't know what to do? Let's just be honest. So, again, we're not being mean. We're not being shady. We're not doing any of that. But I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this as a business owner and be real with yourself. If you need training, let's talk about it. Basic notarization, how to notarize a document. What is an acknowledgement? What is a jurat? You can feel free to teach yourself. I do have a course, Notarize Like a Pro. It's very, very popular. It's helped so many people in their businesses. It's self-paced. It's on sale for 60% off. If you don't buy anything else with us, that's the one course I'm going to recommend you get. And that way you can start your business off on the right foot. What's your thoughts, Alexis? Do you ever hear people say, I got my commission, and now they're ready to start signing up with companies?
Oh, yeah. And I love the eagerness. You know, you need that to push forward. But just like you said, you have to know what you're doing, because it's that serious that if you mess up something, or of course we all mess up something, but if you continuously make mistakes, that can dampen your business, your reputation in the industry. And I like Barbara's comment too. Barbara J. Dolan. He said, I think too many trainers overwhelm and trying to figure out who is the better trainer.
I agree. And honestly, people are frightened. They don't know which trainer to pick. There's so many choices. Where do I invest my money? I guarantee you will not go wrong if you do start Notarize Like a Pro. A lot of people, and I talked about this a few weeks ago too. People are buying all these different trainings, and in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with them. They may teach you how to market. They may teach you about business credit. They may teach you about remote online notary. They may teach you all these different things, but you just may not be ready for it at this point in your journey. Our focus and people that we tend to be able to help the most are those that are just starting out that need that foundation. You need a good foundation in order to build your business. So the number 2 thing that we're going to talk about tonight, again, for those of you who are just joining us, why notaries are not winning, you got to get some training. Either you're going to self-train or you're going to find a trainer that works for you. But you cannot just get your commission and then start asking in Facebook, what's the best 3 companies to sign up with? I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. You have to know your skill. You have to. Can you imagine a doctor going to school for 8 years, right? He's going to school for 8 years. He still has to do what they call the residency to go practice a little bit on people. They're not going to pull him and put him in a trauma unit. And he just finished school, unless they're that short staff normally. He works his way up into that, right? They're not going to just throw him in trauma. And you start talking about signing up with signing companies, they're going to give you, most of them nowadays, they have little room for errors, to be honest with you, because they have so many notaries to choose from. When I first started, notaries were a dime a dozen. So you can mess up. They're going to train you a little bit, work with you. But nowadays, if you don't know what you're doing, you might be one and done. You don't want to be a one-hit wonder. Okay? You ever saw that TV show, Where Are They Now? Or what's the other one? Unsung. They had one hit. You might not even get one hit if you don't know what you're doing. I'm telling you, got to know how to notarize. Okay? So let's move on to number 3. And y'all ain't going to like this one either. We talk about it all the time. But not answering your telephone. You're not winning because you're not answering your phone. You are not winning because you're not answering your phone. And guess why you're not answering your phone a lot of times? Because you're scared and you lack the confidence to go out and get it. You have to first get the confidence, and then you have to go and then you have to answer the phone. So when you answer your telephone, or if you're unable to answer your phone, have a message, text the people, let them know you want the business. If you really want the business, I have a pre-text message. Sounds something like, I'm sorry, I'm at another appointment. Please text me, because normally I can text even though I'm at another appointment. I may not be able to answer the phone, but I can usually text even if I'm in the middle of another appointment, because people know that I own my own business, so I'm going to answer my telephone. We can actually have a whole video on each one of these things I'm talking about tonight, but for now, we're just going to kind of wrap it up in a nutshell. And for some reason, if you can't do the job, I have a backup notary, or I use a Facebook group and I put it in there so that they know that I'm interested in their business, even though I can't do it. Okay. See, Barbara says she's not answering her phone because she's still learning.
Yeah.
Right. I need you to be answering that phone, Barbara. I'm going to help you if you need training. That's why the Notarize Like a Pro and that course is the quickest way to get you everything you need to start your business. In the Notarize Like a Pro course, we go over how to properly notarize, how to collect payments, how to charge, what kind of insurance you need. We go over everything you need to know to get that business started, okay? And the live trainings right now, one-on-one training for the month of February are on sale. So check it out at notaryeducatorsllc.com. And have a backup notary. Like I was saying, if you can't do it for some reason, have a backup. Share the work. And then in turn, when they get something they can't do it, they'll share it with you. Okay, the next one on my list is why notaries are not winning. Why notaries are not winning. They are not a loan signing agent. They are not a loan signing agent. How many of you are actually loan signing agents? Put a 1 if you are, a 0 if you're not. 1 if you are a loan signing agent, 0 if you are not a loan signing agent. Now, you may be saying, well, Kimmi, why you want me to be a loan signing agent and the loan signings are down? Yes, they are down. But when your phone rings from someone, okay, give me some numbers. Do we have 1s or 0s? Are you a loan signing agent? Look at these 0s. No shade, but look at these 0s. When your phone, yes. So you need to be a loan signing agent, even if that's not going to be your principal income. And guess why? Or why? Because when your phone rings, you want to know what to do. It's another stream of income. When you learn how to be a notary signing agent, and the investment is really not that much. The small package with the NNA is like under 100. Our pre-recorded course over here is 100. Or you can do live training with Alexis for under 200. Under 200. So think about adding loan signing agent to your notary resume, because it's just another stream of income. Don't limit yourself. And again, you may think the industry is slow, but if you do 5 per month, let's just say at $100, okay? That's $500 a month. If I'm half wrong, that's $250 a month. Could that pay a car payment? Right? So you want to not limit yourself. Take advantage of every opportunity. So many of you are not loan signing agents. I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and become a loan signing agent. All right? If you can in your state. We're going to take the comments in a minute. Alexis, you came back on a perfect time. So I was saying that many people don't have their notary signing agent because they think the industry is so slow. It has slowed down, but why is it still important to have that extra credentialing? Why do you think it's important?
Well, one, go back to what we always say. We always say we want to have multiple things under our belt, so that way if one thing is slow, then we have other things to fall back on. So just because loan signing is slow right now does not mean it won't pick up in the future. And just because it's slow right now too, I still get hits all the time, and they can go towards my overall goal of, whatever amount that is for me personally for the week or for the month, for my business as a whole. So it is definitely just as important as every other aspect we talk about: fingerprinting, I-9, apostilles, the list goes on. But it's, like she said, it's very profitable, and it does add to your overall goal. And it's not that, like she said, it's not that much to get started into. And I love them because it's quick. Get to sit down with your client and, go through the package with them. I like it just as much as general, but sometimes it's a little easier. You can sit there. It's not more hustle and bustle of going from this assignment to that assignment and so forth. So yeah, loan signing definitely can be added to your business.
Yeah, it's just another stream of income. And for those of you who don't know, there are many assignments that come through the loan signing companies. They're not always mortgage documents. Sometimes they want you just to come and be a witness. And if they're going to pay you $25 to $50 to be a witness, if you do 10 witness jobs per month, that's $500. If you do 10 witness jobs at $25, that's $250. Will that not pay a car note just to go sit and be a witness? So that's another stream of money that we could be leaving on the table, okay? Let's go to our next one. Before we do, though, let's hit a few of the comments. Facebook is not working, Alexis, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Do you mind doing the YouTube comments right quick? Can you do it?
Look, that's my work.
Oh, okay. You want to get that?
I'm good.
I'll do the comments. Okay. Can you do the comments then?
Yeah. So we left off on...
I think we left off on insert. Let's start. Let's start with Bryce's comment about the embosser 703.
Okay, there we go. 703. Okay, so Bryce was saying that elderly signers always really appreciate seeing my embosser and taking that back kind of old school. Yes, they do that pretty seal. It puts like a little pizzazz to your overall document and to your business as a whole, because you don't see that often anymore. And then Barbara J. Dolan says, I haven't got my stamp, just commissioned.
Very good, Barbara. So you need your stamp. You can't do anything without that. And I'm sure you know that. And again, I have the notary supply list over at notaryeducatorsllc.com.
Yeah, go ahead and order your stamp. And all right. And then let's see. Why did it go away? Okay, and then Terry C says, I got mine in the mail today, Kimmi.
Good. Hey, a search of greetings. Yeah, Terry, that's good. So you on your way. You got to have all your supplies. Can you imagine? We're going to go back to the doctor. The doctor, they have their little bag, and he forgot to buy a stethoscope. He doesn't have a thermometer. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? The people in the room going to be looking at him like, what you getting ready to do? How you going to check me out? You don't have your basic tools that you need as a doctor. As a notary, there are basic supplies that you need. Okay. All right. Let's see.
About the notary supplies. Just a real quick. Are you from? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Forgot to pack my loose certificates, and one of my clients needed one. And I was so embarrassed because I always keep that kind of stuff. Literally, I've never been without. And I was just so embarrassed because I was like, what are you thinking? So, yes, make sure you have your supplies, please.
And I did that one time, too, with my actual stamps, my little gold seals that I was just talking about. I ran out. I had to run all over town looking for some. I ended up getting some that are half the size of a regular. They were like the size of a quarter. And I had to use it because I didn't have anything else. It looked so wet. The client didn't know the difference, but I knew the difference, and I was embarrassed. Yeah. And I paid $10 for these little whack ones at Office Depot or Staples. So I was looking at my supply bag today. Every so often, check your supply bag and see what you may be missing. So I checked my bag today, and I had a few more. But I actually ordered another stack from Amazon. They're only like $7 if you go ahead and get them now. I got the right size. They're gold. So keep your bag stacked up. I also bought a couple of really cute pencil cases. I can't wait to get them. If I like them, I'm going to do a video and show you guys. Because I tore one of mine tonight. I put another stamp in that bag, and it was from Walmart. I've had them for a couple years, and the zipper broke. So I ordered 2 tonight. So if I like them, I'll show y'all tomorrow. Either way, I still might show y'all. But I ordered 2 new bags.
And then next,
we are on Barbara. She got a stamp and an embosser. Oh, yeah, you need both, a stamp and an embosser. Bryce was saying, hey. 708. Murray Bell says, hey, from Tampa. Hey, Murray Bell. We on Terry.
Okay, yeah. Terry C says, I know I still need to work on my notarization skills. I ain't ashamed.
Well, that's okay, Terry. You need to get started.
Yeah.
Yes, Harry, you need to get started because I know you know because I trained you myself. So you need to get started. And if you get stuck, you let me know. But I know you work another job too, so no pressure. But eventually, in order to really do it, you're going to have to get started. But I know you know because I trained you. Huh?
No, just say even like on the weekends, I don't know your schedule, but whenever you can fit it in, or even if like a family member has something, I would just tell them like, hey, just for practice, if you ever have anything, I will let everybody know. If you ever have anything need notarization,
just to get started.
Yeah, let me know.
1 or 2. Now we're not doing that many family members for free, but 1 or 2 just to get started.
Yeah, no.
And then Barbara says we talked about Barbara's comment a little bit, being overwhelmed with so many trainers. Hi, Tyra, welcome. And then Frank, hey Frank. Oh yeah, hit the like button for me, please. Those who are watching now and on the replay, please hit the like button. And then now we are on Latoya.
Yeah, Latoya Anitri says, notarize like a pro definitely helped me get started. I felt confident going into my first job.
Yes, Latoya, I appreciate the shout out. And I'm telling you, that course is amazing. Stephanie says, I need more training and a mentor. You probably need training, Stephanie. And I talk about this all the time. Sometimes people use those two words and they kind of interchange them. I need training. I need a mentor. Most people I find need training. They say mentor because they want to know what kind of ID can I use? What color ink pen should I use? What kind of ID can I use? That's stuff that comes with training and reading that handbook. So let's see, Stephanie, reach out if you think you need some help with training. Be more than happy to help get you on the right path, okay? Tyra says, LOL. Barbara says, no tricks of the trade. Yeah, you got to. You need to know your business. And we talked about that already, not answering the phone. So we are back on Terry at 7:14.
Terry says, I just put my greeting on my phone because I have given out some cards.
Yes, Terry, that's a great tip. Put a greeting on your phone. You may wonder, what should a greeting sound like? Thank you for calling None Better Mobile Notary. This is Kimberly. I'm unavailable right now, but please leave me a message. What type of document would you like to have notarized? Whatever you feel like you want to add. But just let the people know that you want their business. And that's the best way to start, is a message, because that's the first thing they're going to hear from you. They can hear that smile in your voice. Don't leave your message and you're not feeling good that day. Hello. Thank you for calling None Better. No, they need to feel it the moment you leave that message. Hello. Thank you for calling None Better. And I had this man tell me just the other day, he said, I loved your message. I loved your message. I've had several people, and my message really is not all that, but I try to, anything I do, I try to bring the energy. I don't even go live here, guys. If I'm not feeling good, if I'm not feeling 100, I'm not coming on here talking to y'all, because you're going to know it. You're going to feel it. You're going to be like, ooh, why did Kimmi come on tonight? That was terrible. I bring my A game, and if I don't feel like it, that's why you didn't see me for almost 2 weeks. I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well at all. I was in that bed, okay? I didn't have COVID, but I just had a cold. And when I get a cold, I haven't had one in years, because I worked at the hospital. So I had to get flu shots. And this year I've gotten COVID shots and flu. I didn't get the flu shot this year, but I haven't been ill like that for a minute. So when I do go on, I'm down, and I'm going to really milk it too. Even though I might be feeling a little bit better, I'm like, oh, Jeffrey, can you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take my time getting better. All right, let's do a few announcements, guys. And then we're going to get back to so remember where we are, Alexis, on the comments. We're going to come back.
I got it.
Excuse me. Remember where we are on the comments. We'll come back and take a few more. So just a couple of announcements really quick. We're talking about, I know. The main announcement I want to make tonight, guys. We are so excited at Notary Educators. We are growing. We are on the move. And guess what we did today? We released our first email. So if you're not on our email list, believe me when I tell you, you want to be. In our email list, we will be including tips, little notary tips and tricks. We will be including steps to grow your business. It will be supplies that you need, whatever. It's going to cover all things notary, We'll have some inspirational thoughts over there on the email list. So today was the first one, so don't judge. But I wanted to do the email list because a lot of times on Facebook, YouTube, thank you, etc., they don't let you all know when we go live. They don't let you know. So even if we put at everyone doesn't know. And people come back the next day, I didn't know about it. So now with the email list, if you're on there, when I go live, I'll shoot out a quick email. Going live, at 8:00. Going live at whatever. Or if we're running a special, it might be some flash sales on courses. Let you know just keep you abreast of everything going on. If it's a new rule or something for your state, we're going to try to stay abreast of that and put that over there in the little teaching box. So please sign up for the email list if you have not. Completely free. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. The courses are still on sale for the rest of this month to the 28th. Coupon code is Notary23, 60% off. and that's going to end for sure on February 28th. I extended that because I was on Notary Stars with Ronnie Mickle and Beth Hattu, and I was over there and I offered that to their people. So of course I got to offer it to my people. So I offered it to their group until the 28th of February. So that sale will end. I don't know what the next sale will be, but it will not be 60% off. That was a special for this month. Also, excuse me, it was a special too, because we did the Notary Level Up conference with Lori Morgan. We was part of that. And the book club with Lori and her team. So we've been all over the place, and we're so grateful for the invitations that we received to be able to talk about what we do at Notary Educators. So we wanted to share that coupon code again with all platforms. So the last thing is, in case you don't know, and I'll show this if you're watching, the Start Your Notary Business book is now available in all 50 states. California, got Texas, we have Pennsylvania, all 50 are represented. Washington, D.C., Arizona, Florida, New York, you name it, Michigan. We did all 50 states, Georgia. Of course we did Georgia, y'all. To help you start your notary business. And as we say over here, guys, it's not that announcement I'm going to make, and I'm going to get back. One-on-one sessions are on sale also to the end of this month. All of the one-on-one sessions. So if you have wanted to do Notarize Like a Pro privately, I prefer one-on-one. They're on sale this month. If you want to do Notary Loan Signing Agent with Alexis or Google My Business, they're all on sale this month. Okay, even Angela is offering a discount on the apostille one-on-one services. So we didn't have any group classes this month, but we decided to offer one-on-one training. So you sign up for the one-on-one training over there. You're just going to click the link, and then it's an email that you'll complete, because we need to know when it's convenient for you. So you won't actually be able to book that day, because we need to make sure our calendar is clear too. Just fill out the email when you click the link, and then we'll get back with you to schedule your one-on-one for the month of February. You have about 6 more days, okay? If you cannot make it and you happen to catch this video a little bit later, let me know. We still try to honor that, maybe no later than March. You know what? I'm going to scratch that, because it'll be too confusing. I won't remember what the sale was. So y'all gonna kill me. I'm so sorry. You have until the 28th for the one-on-ones. All right, let's get back to why your notary business is not winning, or why some notaries businesses are not winning. They don't have their Google page set up. They don't have the Google page. You know, we talk about that all the time. Why is that so important? Why? Because that's how people are going to find you. Notary near me. No, when you go online, what do you put? Dentist near me. Barbecue ribs near me. McDonald's near me. Notary near me. Alexis, would you like to speak to that while I clear my throat?
Yes. So a lot of people are in a group or comments on YouTube or whatever. They always comment about some difficulties with Google. Sorry, y'all. Aspen is here today. But they always say something about Google and the difficulties. And I just want to say my biggest thing, please try to figure it out, because Google is so important for what we do. It is so important. It's the best and easiest way for us to get out there. What is the first thing people do with anything? I mean, literally anything. They go to Google and they type it in, notary near me. Sometimes they'll type in power of attorney near me. Like I've had a search list of what people type in, and those were the things. And I have that in my service list on Google. So guess what? I'll come up if they're typing in power of attorney or living will or whatever the different documents or services, depending on, their level of knowledge about getting stuff notarized. So it's very, very important. I cannot stress that enough. If you are having any type of difficulties, try to fix it with Google. There is a way you can reach out to Google and get it situated, because I cannot stress it enough, for our business, for our services, is very important.
That's what I was going to say. A lot of people are in what we call Google jail. But you got to get out of jail. You got to get out of Google jail. And it might take you a couple of days just to sit and try to keep emailing them and deep diving. Sometimes the main thing we find why people are in Google jail is they're trying to use a virtual address. Not to say that you can't. You cannot, but some virtual addresses are not going to work with Google. They also will try to verify you to make sure you're not a robot or something. And then the last piece of that is another way to get verified if you haven't tried it yet is sometimes they just want you to take a picture of your home address. Now, that doesn't mean people have to come to your house. You can always still put no services are rendered at this place, but they just need to confirm you are who you say you are. Okay. And just for those who may be wondering, I'm not feeling bad. It's just that drainage after a cold. Yes, I'm not feeling bad. I actually feel good. The last thing I have, well, two more things. So make sure you get that Google page set up, even if it take you 2 days, 3 days. Get it. You got to get that Google page set up. The next thing I have is you receive bad reviews, bad client reviews. Were you late to the appointment? How was your attitude at the appointment? Did you have your supplies? Did you mess up their document? People will leave you a bad review. I'll never forget my number one. I only had one since I've been doing my business. And that's because I made a mistake on the person's document. I did it. I got it fixed, but I did make a mistake. And she gave me a 1. I was so paranoid because at that time I might have had, I don't know, let's say if I had 20 and I had her 1 negative. Well, it took me a minute for hers to get washed away because, you know, the ratio, once I got so many, it was like hers didn't even exist. It was like her review didn't even exist. But I'm not going to lie, I was devastated because I pride myself on 5 stars. So that's another reason, though, why your business may not be growing the way you want it to. You're not providing good customer service, and it's reflective in your reviews. People do read them. So that's another reason. Now, along the same line about reviews, guys, is you may not be asking for reviews. So just as bad as having a bad review is not asking for reviews. You have to ask for reviews. Again, when you go to shop anything, what's the first thing you do? Restaurant. What kind of reviews do they have, right? Same thing with a notary. If you're not asking for reviews, which helps the Apple, once you do get it set up, because Google is like, all these reviews. So they're leaving the review, and then you're commenting back to the review. Fine. All of that shakes down. All of that. So if you're not asking bad, if you're getting bad reviews, that's also bad service. And then after you provide a good customer service, ask your client for a review. Now, pro tip. I never ask clients that I know the service was not 100% or you vibe from them. You can feel when you and the client are not actually getting along. You can feel it. It may not even be anything you did. They may be having a problem because most of the time notarized documents are not that they're receiving $1 million. Okay. It's usually something not too good related to the notarization normally. So they might woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you know? So they're not upset with you, but they just had a bad day. And you the next person that came along and you might come in, hi, how are you? And they looking like, what you all excited for? So it's not always something that you did wrong. Okay, let's just be clear. But if you know your interaction with the client wasn't the best, I do not auto send out reviews. There's a new thing on Square where you can auto send out reviews. So the moment you finish with them, it will send them a link. No, I want to pick and choose who I send my reviews to. Because again, if the interaction wasn't that great, I don't want to ask them for a review. I'd rather not have it than have a bad one. I don't even want a whole lot of 3s or 4s. If I know that they didn't feel like they received 5 stars for whatever reason, it could be pricing. They could be mad about that. Oh, she charged me $75. Or, if it's anything like that, also no go. I'm not sending them a review because they already started off wrong. So I'd rather have no review versus having a bad review. And then the last thing that I have here, the reason why your business may not be winning, or you may not be winning as a notary, you're not diversified enough. We talk about this all the time also. If you cannot do, matter of fact, in the comments, how many of you are doing I-9s, ink fingerprinting, apostille, proctor, wedding officiant, all of those? How many are doing all 5 of those services? Put a 1 in the chat if you're doing all 5 of the things that I mentioned. Put a 0 if you're not doing any of them. Let me see. Put a 1 if you're doing all 5. Put a 0 if you're not doing any additional services. And you could go ahead and put a 2 if you're doing any of them. Let's see. Let me see what's going on out there. 0 if you're not doing any additional services. I talked about the I-9, ink fingerprinting, apostille, wedding officiant, proctor, translation services. I don't know if I didn't mention that one. That's another. I'm going to talk about that course in a minute. Look at these zeros. Again, we're not beating up on you, but if you want to have a really well-rounded notary business, you need to be doing something. So a couple people are doing some of the services that I talked about. A couple of you are doing some of them, but I see a few zeros. So that means there's room to add these services. You want to add the services right, or you want to learn how to do them right now. Why? Because you don't want to wait till your phone rings. I just had with a young lady the other day, and this is not the first time. This is about the 3rd time, and I actually saw it in another Facebook group. Someone needed a document translated. They didn't even know that was a thing. I actually have a video on translation services, and I have a course on translation services. Add translation services to your business. And translation services, really quick, for those of you who are brand new with us, you don't have to speak another language. You're just a facilitator. So somebody can bring me, which has happened, they can bring me a document in German. They can bring me a document in Spanish. They can bring me a document in any language. And I have translation companies that I use. I know how to do the process. So to talk to the cost her a client because she didn't know how to do it. So she took the course, prepared for the next time. So get ready so you don't have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Don't wait until you do it in apostille and they say, oh, can you translate this for me? And you're like, oh, I don't speak German. You don't have to, but my translation course will prepare you so you know how to get it translated. Even if it's not an apostille, someone might just call you if you're in, this person was in a college town. So documents going in and out the country all the time, right? So you need to know these services before someone needs it. Because if you try to learn it the day they need it, you're not going to do it well. So it's slow. And these courses are 60% off. Invest in yourself. I know we say that all the time. I've taken several apostille courses. I'm getting ready to take another one. Angela teaches apostille. I love the way she teaches, but I want to do it like a pro. So if you see me in another person's apostille course, it's not because Angela's not good. Angela's great. But Kimmi is the kind of person where I'm going to keep on. I told y'all 2023 is me and apostilles. That's going to be my best friend. And I want to know it like the back of my hand. So check out the apostille course Angela offers, the ink fingerprinting, the I-9. And I know you hear people on YouTube, and I've heard it too. Well, why you got to pay somebody to do an I-9 course? It's free. You can teach yourself on YouTube. And you can. But in my course, I'll go over more than one way to complete the I-9. There's more than one way. The only state that cannot complete the I-9 is California. You have to have a special certification. But everybody else, if you're listening to me and you are not doing it, add I-9s. They're not going to call you all day for it. But when your phone rings at one time and you cannot do it, did you just cost yourself $50? Did you just cost yourself $75 if you have to drive to them? Same thing with ink fingerprinting. If you are not doing ink fingerprinting, if you are not doing it, you're costing yourself money. So now's the time while it's slow. Get these courses while they're on sale, 60% off, because that is going away. So Mari Bell says she's doing a Spanish translation. So some people are bilingual and they can do translations. But if you're not bilingual, you don't have to be. You can still provide translation services. Again, I've done documents in German, Spanish, so you need to add translation services, and that's a course too. I have a free video on it, but if you want to do it like a pro, check out the course. So that's all I have. You want to add anything to what I just mentioned, Alexis? And I'm gonna look at a few more of these comments right quick while you do that.
Yeah, with the translation too, it's just good to have in your back pocket, because I've had situations where clients didn't even know they needed translation. And guess what? I can just say, oh, you need this? Well, when it arises, oh, you need this? Well, I offer it. It'll be an extra X, Y, and Z. And when it's something like that where it kind of comes up out of nowhere, which I had happen a few times, I always do a discount because I'm already getting money, from other aspects with them. And with the translation, it's so simple, guys. You literally just upload in the document and you don't have to really do anything else from there. The translation company does it and they email it back to you and you give it to your client. So I don't really mark it up tremendously unless I have to drive to you, drop it off, or do something extra, mail it off. But other than that, it's so simple, so easy. And yeah, Kimmi's translation course, amazing. Just to add it, even if you do not speak another language, that's key.
And that's why you do want to add it, because you don't speak another language. And actually, I started translation services, full disclosure. I was scared to death of it because I was like, I don't speak another language. What's going to happen when they call me? Angela and Alexis were already doing translation services. They were already doing it. So again, I already told you guys, I'm the kind of person, I'm not going to be a hater and be like, oh, I wish I had that stream of income. No, I'm getting ready to go learn it. So I learned it. I did a few and I wrote a course about it. So that came because Alexis and Angela were already doing them. And I was not doing them because I was afraid. So let's look at some of these comments right quick. And then we will skedaddle shortly. Let's see here. So Terry says she hasn't really started the long signing because she doesn't have the equipment. And that's a valid reason not to start, but you can still sign up with Make What You Can, even though you may not have the equipment. Because sometimes, like I said, they may just have you doing witness jobs. So you don't have to take an assignment just because you sign up with companies. It's better to be ready so you don't have to get ready. Remember, Maryland, you have to have a title producer's license, which is true, Barbara. Again, that's something you want to work towards, but in the meantime, you could be doing your general notary work. It's always a workaround. Latoya says she don't have a printer or a scanner right now. Do I have to have those in order to start being a loan signing agent? And no, I just talked about that. You can start with, go ahead and start signing up with companies and just take the witness jobs just to get your feet wet. They have a lot of witness jobs. Sometimes they have an I-9 assignment. So it's all kind of assignments that come through signing companies, okay? Terry says, I haven't started because she don't have the equipment. General work is what she want to do. Yeah, we talked about that. Tamika started. She loves this notary talk. Yeah, Tamika. So go back and watch some of my videos. I have over 400 now, and I'm sure it will help you. And it'll be our pleasure. Training if you need that. Again, check out Notary Educators, LLC.com. I'm just going to put that in the chat. Educators, LLC.com. Let me put that in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna put 60%. Well, you already could see that. So Notary Educators. And then let's see, the cash does add up for witnessing. Yes, Terry said the cash does add up. So again, if you're getting $25 per thing, you're doing 10 of them, that's $250 a month. You can make a decent amount of spare cash just being a witness. I'm telling you. And sometimes I'm gonna give y'all another witness tip. I hope y'all bring an ink pen and pad whenever we go live, because y'all know we be dropping the knowledge, right? On a witness jobs, guys, sometimes if you see that same job come out twice, that's letting you know, hey, nobody wants to go and do it because maybe it's 8 o'clock at night, or it's too short notice, or it's too far. They can't find anyone. So at that point, that's a good time to ask for more money. It might have come out as an offer of 25, and you might see that they just can't get anyone, and you didn't want to go for 25. Well, you may go for 50. So then you counter back and say, hey, I would be willing to go for $50. And one time I was a witness, guys. It was a 5-minute job. It was $60. I was all over that. Now, that doesn't happen often. But again, I was ready. And they sent it out twice. When they sent it out the second time, it was 60. And I said, oh, no, I think they sent it out the second time. It was like 40. And then I countered. I said, I'll do it for 60. They couldn't find nobody else. I was all over that job. So Angie says, getting started with long mods, not many pages or notarizations. That is so true. That's an excellent way to get started. And you just need a regular printer for that. Normally 8.5 by 11. They're normally 30 pages each. You might have to print 3 sets normally. But that is an excellent way. So just because you sign up for long signing, don't think it's going to be refis. You can accept whatever you can do. Okay. Barbara says, LOL, true. I think they are tired of me calling them the NNA.
Wow.
Well, you can call it NNA if you got to, especially if you're a member. That's what you're paying for. Angie says, you want to say something, Alexis?
No, that's what I was going to say. That's what you're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do anything wrong. But one thing I will say, just a little quick tip about that, whatever you're calling for, jot it down in some type of notebook, and whatever question you had and the answer that they give you, so that way you can have something to review in case it ever comes up again or something similar comes up. Because I've had that happen plenty of times where situation arrives, it doesn't happen for another 3, 4, 5 months. Mm-hmm. But guess what? I know where to go to look to see if I have the answer already before I have to call. But
right.
Usually,
right. So get your notebook out, and as you learn different things, jot it down so you don't always have to keep calling. And that's how you learn to. Writing it is a good part of repetition and with the mind, because you see it, you write it, you say it. That's a good way to remember things. Angie says, I'm both a notary and a notary signing agent in Ohio. Yes, very good, Angie. Demare says, I want to become a notary in Pennsylvania. I'm signing up with the NNA right now. Very good. And Damaris, don't forget the book, Start Your Notary Business in Pennsylvania, because it's going to give you an overall view of the industry, what you can do to make money and how to start it. It talks about marketing tips, step by step, how to build out that business. So check out that Start Your Notary Business for your state. Hey, Leonardo, welcome to Orlando's in the house. Love me some Orlando. Y'all got a White Castle there. We brought some back to Georgia. 8 hours, but we ate them. Everybody ate them. 8-hour-old hamburgers. Don't say nothing, y'all. Tyra says, I never heard about the embosser. Yes, Tyra, get you an embosser and watch my video about embossers on the channel. Okay. It's going to help clarify why you need it and how to use it. It's a really good video. Bryce says, a good supply for general notary is a card reader. Square is how I accept payments. They will ship it for free and you can use it on your phone. That is so true. That is exactly what we recommend. It's a Square unit. You can watch my videos about how to accept payments. I have about 2 or 3 how to accept payments. Barbara says, Kimmi, I'm going to take your class and always on YouTube. Yes, we appreciate it. And it will be our pleasure to assist you. Hi, Angie. Terry says, I have done my first document. I do Clean State volunteer program tomorrow and I will be notarizing. Yes, I remember Terry's part of a volunteer group and they do notarization. Yeah, so that's a good way to get some experience. Is volunteering. But Terry took my training, y'all. She didn't just get her commission and then start volunteering. Because those those documents that she's volunteering to notarize still need to be done properly. So Terry does have a little training because she took my class. So you still don't want to just get your commission and say, I'm a volunteer up at the senior home and mess up their documents. Okay. Let's see here. Teresa says taking the course now. Yes, Teresa, we wish you much success. Thank you for buying it too. Let us know. Somebody says they're a little chatty. Barbara. Stephanie says she'll be in touch. Bryce says for E&O insurance, why do some people get $1 million in coverage? I have 100,000 through the NNA, but I talked to notaries who have more. So Bryce, I only have 25,000, myself, Alexis, and Angela. That's all we work with. Some people have $1 million if they want to have a signing company, or they have $1 million and they think that it's going to help them to get more jobs. And it may. If a certain company is requesting you to have $1 million coverage, and that's what you need to have. But for most of us, And I find I've been working with that for 3 years now. 25,000 is all I need in my area. I do have a video about errors and omission insurance. Check it out, because most signing companies, not most, they do. They have $1 million policy. So they have their coverage, and then I have a little bit to cover myself. Okay. So check that out. That video. And then Maribel says, I'm waiting on my commission. I'm just working on my logo, card, and basic stuff to run my business. Yes, very good. Dario says, which imposter do you buy off the NNA website? I see 2 and one looks crimpy. Oh, the embosser. Embosser is EM. Yeah, there she is. She fixed it. I didn't buy mine from the NNA. I bought mine right off of Amazon. I know a lot of you have heard, don't buy your supplies from Amazon. Not true. Amazon knows exactly what you need. It's per state. So I buy all my supplies from Amazon. Now, I did just order, and when it comes, I'm going to do a video or go live and show you all. I did just order a mini stamp from the NNA. So don't order it yet, because I want to see what it looks like. Do not order it, but I did just order a mini stamp. So I got 2 stamps. Some states you can only have 1. But if you can have more than 1, I want you to have one in case one breaks, which is what happened to me. And I'm ordering a mini one because I just want to be able to do more documents if it's not a lot of space. So as far as the embosser, though, it really doesn't matter. Just make sure you get you some gold seals also. You can always check out my list over at Notary Educators, LLC, under the supply list, okay? Hand pink waving, Maribel. I'm not sure what that means. Lindia says, had to take another job for financial reasons. Have everything I need to get rolling. Took your course, Notarize Like a Pro. I've done some I-9s, working on my Google business page. That's nothing wrong with that, Lindia. If you have to take a job, guys, a W-2 for a little while to get yourself going, we're all about that. We are all about that, okay? There's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with supplementing your income and still doing your business. We have real bills to pay, and they're not waiting on the industry to shift. Okay, so for those of you who are doing this full time, I gave you a bunch of tips tonight to increase your business, right? Even if you're doing it on the part-time level, everything I told you tonight will grow your bottom line. It wasn't fluff. However, if you have to go back full time or you have to go part-time just to get some benefits somewhere, be humble enough to do that. Take care of your family first, okay? You want to add anything to that, Alexis?
No, I just agree exactly with what you said. Because I did it for a long time with my notary business, and I would do it again. Hey, more money. That's how I look at it.
It's just another stream of income. So do not be embarrassed. Don't sell all your stuff either. Don't sell your stuff talking about it ain't working. It's not this. Do not sell all your equipment. Take your time. It may be that you have to go back full time in the W-2 workspace for a minute. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But don't sell all your stuff in a panic. And then 2 months from now, which things are going to be picking up, you can anywhere around income tax, things start shaking and moving. Okay, people buying houses, people moving. The summer when kids get out of school, people are relocating, going to where they really want to be at. They had to finish out the school year. Don't just quit your business. Thank you, Terry. She says she liked this green, this lime green. Thank you. We're gonna take a few more of these comments. Let me see. If anyone needs a mentor in Mobile, Alabama, Frank says you can DM him and he'll work with you. Latoya says I didn't get any business from my Google page. I ended up getting some when I posted on Nextdoor. By any means necessary. So, you know, if it's from Nextdoor for you, that's fine. If it's Thumbtack, whatever. Nextdoor, Facebook, I'm taking business from everywhere. I did a matter of fact, I have a signing coming up on Friday. It's some general notary work. Guess how she found me? You won't even believe me. She found me through Notary Educators Facebook group. She says, I think you might be a teacher, but I can't find anyone to do my documents. I said, I have my own notary business also, so I'm not just a teacher. I said, yes, I do teach though. But that's how she found me. Notary Educators Facebook group. She said, I can't find anyone. So I arranged for her signing. I am providing 2 witnesses for her. And it's in the 3 digits on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. Okay? So, FYI.
One more thing about Google. I'm sorry, it's a feedback. But one more thing about Google too, it's a process. So the good thing is you're getting clients from somewhere else. So use those clients to feed your Google page. So the clients you're getting from Nextdoor and whatever other service you're using, Yelp or Thumbtack, ask them to leave a review on your Google page. So that way your Google page can start hitting the ranks and you'll be getting noticed more on Google. So use every little thing you can. Everything is connected to get that Google page to go up. So that way your Google page can start really, really benefiting you. And let's see. You on mute still.
Sorry, we'll keep going. Frank said, I said, Aspen got some things he want to say over there.
Yeah.
So Stephanie, they're just confirming where each other are. So Terry says, for right now, I have started filling out my information on Bing, planning on putting a flyer on Nextdoor, and yep, and Google works. Yeah, so by any means necessary, guys. However you get business, that is great. Clarita says, haven't had luck with General Notary yet. General Notary work yet, working on it. Yeah, and it's not going to happen overnight. Hey, Marcel, welcome. It's not going to happen overnight. But once that business get going, oh, God, it's going to be amazing. Okay? And that's why we always say over here, too, at Notary Educators, we're doing slow-cooked meals. You're not going to put your Google page up and tomorrow 100 people calling you. You're not going to take the I-9 course and then tomorrow 100 people calling you for I-9 services. You're not going to take the e-fingerprinting course and tomorrow 200 people calling you for e-fingerprinting. But when your phone ring within the next month or so for e-fingerprinting, guess who's going to be ready? Guess who's going to be ready? So let's see here. What else we got? Barb says, yes, I'm moving towards all the other assignment streams of income in Maryland. Terry says, I didn't know that. Thanks, Kimmi. I'll start my signing list. What are the items needed that signing services need from us when signing up? I have a whole video on how to sign up with 100 signing companies. So just to give you a couple right quick, though, you want to have a nice profile. You want to have a profile paragraph that has what you can do, not just say, give me some work, but check out my notary resume video and then check out how to sign up with 100 companies really quick. I got 2 videos on that. And then Barbara says, oh my God, click on your message in chat. It brings me to block or report. I clicked on your message in chat. Oh, well, don't block us or report us, Barbara. Barbara says, Maryland here, but I did a witness for them. Cool idea. Yes, girl, you could be a witness. I'm telling you, we dropping gems over here. Get your money. We want you to win. We want everybody to win. So yes, applies where things are embossed or in gold seal. Yes. So it looks like we hit everything in the chat. We are at 8:01. So guys, we are definitely going to wrap up. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Alexis?
No. We covered everything.
We covered everything?
Yeah, just keep going. And those Google pages are very, 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 very important.
Yes, the Google page is very important. So we went down all the resources that we offer for you over at Notary Educators, LLC. The most important takeaway, too, is sign up for that email list so you can know when we're going live, when we have specials, when we do anything, you'll know about it because it's going to be in that email, okay? The courses are over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. I'm going to put that in the chat one more time, and it's on the screen for those who are watching. And look out for new things coming from us. We got a few irons in the fire over here, as older people say. We are on the move, and as we continue to grow, we are helping you all to do the same. And I really hope that you will find the things that we talked about tonight will help you to start winning and growing more in your notary business, okay? Well, on behalf of Notary Educators, LLC.com, I am Kimmi with Notary Life with Kimmi here on YouTube. And Alexis, would you like to say bye, Alexis? You and Aspen?
Yes, everyone have a good rest of the week, and we will see you all soon.
Yes, and I'm sorry that this did not show on Facebook, but I am going to upload it, so catch the replay, okay? Until next time, everybody, we wish you much success, and we'll see you later. Bye. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.